Hello you all, so welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's topic of discussion is going to be spermatogenesis. So let's get into the video. Gametogenesis can be divided into two types, that is oogenesis and spermatogenesis. Now what is gametogenesis? It is the process of formation of gametes, that is the male gamete, sperm, and the female gamete, ova, from the primitive germ cells. Now the formation of male gamete, that is sperm, is termed as spermatogenesis. Before we start with spermatogenesis, firstly let's have a look at the cross-section of human embryo and let's see why we are looking at this picture. Now look at the primordial germ cells. Now these are the primitive germ cells or the primitive sex cells which will give rise to the future male gamete. These primordial germ cells appear in the yolk sac, the wall of yolk sac, during the 4th week of development. Spermatogenesis is the process of conversion or maturation of the primitive germ cells to the male gametes, that is the sperms. The primitive germ cell is termed as spermatogonia and the mature cell, that is the sperm, is termed as spermatozoa, and this process takes about 64 to 74 days. This process basically involves the conversion of the diploid spermatogonia into haploid spermatozoa, that is the sperm. Now you all know that the sperm needs to be haploid in nature, as the haploid sperm will fuse with the haploid female gamete to give a diploid human fetus. The three basic steps that are involved are spermatocytosis, meiosis, and spermiogenesis. Spermatocytosis is a simple mitotic division of the spermatogonia or the primitive germ cells into primary spermatocytes. As you can note that the chromosome number remains the same as it is just a mitotic division. The second step is the meiotic divisions, wherein the primary spermatocyte gives rise to 4 spermatids in a series of 2 meiotic divisions. That is, the primary spermatocytes giving rise to haploid spermatids. Now make note that the first set of spermatocytes which are formed after the first meiotic division are called as the secondary spermatocytes. The meiotic divisions take about 24 days to complete. Now we come to the final stage, that is the process of metamorphosis of spermatids to spermatozoa or the spermatozoon or the sperm. So what is the meaning of metamorphosis? Metamorphosis is a process of gradual changes in the shape and size of the spermatids when it is about to convert into a sperm. The picture on the left is a cross-section of the spermatid showing the Golgi apparatus on the top marked in red color, the nucleus, the mitochondria and the centrioles, which will correspond to various structures in the sperm, which is shown on the diagram. The nucleus condenses and forms the head, whereas the Golgi apparatus moves to the top portion covering 2/3 of the nucleus. Now it is called as the acrosomic cap. Now the centrosome basically contains 2 centrioles. One is the proximal centriole and the other one is a distal centriole. The proximal centriole is the one that gives rise to the eggshell filament, which is seen as the tail, and the distal centriole is the one that gives rise to the middle piece, that is the annulus portion, and forms a ring. Finally, the mitochondria forms the middle part, that is, it forms a spiral structure or a spiral sheath around the middle piece. Thus we have a mature sperm with a head, neck, middle piece, principal piece and the end piece. The principal piece and the end piece form the tail of the sperm. This entire process of the primitive germ cells converting into the sperm takes place during puberty. Now the sperm is ready for fertilization. This brings us to the end of this topic. I hope you all found this video really helpful, and if you want me to improvise on my videos, kindly let me know in the commentary box. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.